Welcome back. Are you in the red zone of retirement?
There can be a lot of anxiety in this time of transition, so here to lead you across the goal line, Mike and Patrick back with us from Macco Financial Group. Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning.
Okay, well, let's carry that football analogy a little further. What's the red zone?
Yeah, thanks for setting. So we think about the retirement red zone. Yeah, exactly. It's the last 5 or 7 years leading up to retirement, pretty typically, right? And maybe the first 1 or 2 years into retirement. Okay. And there's a lot of pressure and a lot of anxiety, right? There's a lot going on. Because as you go through this transition, there's things that are going to be different, right? You're essentially going to be yanked from one of your major social networks when you leave the workplace, right? So that's a big change. You're going to maybe lose a sense of purpose. So if you don't have something on the other side, well, what does life look like, and what is going to be my reason to get up every day and do things? Now, some people have that really well defined, but I can tell you from conversations with clients, others don't. Okay. But then, importantly, sort of the anxiety of, well, I knew where my money came from. I had a paycheck. And I did that. But now what? Yeah. How am I going to make sure that I can live? And do I pull money from my IRA? Do I pull money from a taxable account? Do I claim Social Security early or late? What about pensions? And how does it all fit together? And hey, there's this thing called required minimum distributions, and they're taxed. And how do I make it all work? So there's just a lot of anxiety going through that change. It's a lot for people to absorb.
So Mike, as people are going through this, how does your team provide clarity and reassurance that the plan we've set up is going to work?
Yeah, great question. In the last few years, we've really focused a lot on this because there's a pretty big distinction. And if you think about it, through the course of a 90-year life, let's say, you're spending around, the first 60 years or so with this accumulation mindset, right? Putting money aside, living off of your paychecks. And then for the next 30 years, this completely different mindset of decumulation, or instead of having income, right, living your monthly budget, being satisfied by income sources, now you're responsible for creating this through whatever you've been able to accumulate, whether that's through money that you've set aside or income sources like Social Security or pensions. So one of the things that we've really worked to transition when we work with people that are preparing for that stage of life. I keep looking at you, Lisa.
Why?
Not now.
Something you want to tell me?
No,
this is your last appearance here.
I shouldn't have said that. But no, is to think now, instead of just plowing money into things and paying off a mortgage, the kinds of conversations that we're having with people in the accumulation phase, starting to think about years of dollars, right, or monthly needs, monthly income needs. And I think once we start doing that, we start to transition away from the typical conversations that we're having with people in the accumulation phase about just traditional asset allocation, like how much stocks and how much bonds a person has, and now really focusing on what most people tell us they want, which is reliable retirement income. They just want to be able to sleep at night knowing how they're going to pay the bills on a monthly basis.
I guess I've never thought of that, like how that gets done. You're writing checks to yourself, you know.
Yeah, and we try to emulate that as a paycheck for people, so it's a familiar cash flow thing, and it's not coming from an employer, but it's coming from, whatever their resources are. And the answer for everybody is different, too.
But apparently I better start thinking about it soon. And if that's what you are feeling too, Mike will talk to you directly too. You can set up the appointment with the team by heading to MaccoFinancial.com.
And whether you're on the 50-yard line or almost in the end zone, you can get help. Their offices are at 1138 Main Street in Green Bay. Lisa's like at 35.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, I'm still on the 50-yard line.
There you go.
Literally 50.
920-617-6830.
Thanks, I think.